This is a review for the Tenko 25 watt solar powered motion sensor light. The box here on the bottom, that is the 25 watt lamp, and I already have two 15 watt lights installed at the house. And just to show you the difference, this is the box for one of the 15 watt lights. So I've already taken the 25 out of the box and charged it by leaving it out in the sun. But right now I'm just going to take it out of the box as if it was being unboxed for the first time. There's the bracket to mount it to the pole. This is the operating instructions. This is the bag of bolts to mount onto the lamp using this bracket when you're putting it on the pole. And that's probably too tall for the picture, so I'm just going to put it sideways here in a second. Okay, so this is the 25 watt Tenko motion sensor solar light, street light. And on this side here, you have the array of solar panels, and also there's a photoelectric cell on this side, so that when it is daylight it's not going to be used, but once it gets dark the light will come on. So again, back on the other side, two banks of LEDs, which actually casts a very wide ray of light left and right. And this is the motion sensor right here, and this is the power switch. Remember, when you're installing it, switch it on before you put it on the pole and put it up high. And then down here on the end, this is the bracket that's going to go on a pole, and it's going to screw in using these like that, and then the pole is going to go up through there. So again, this is the Tenko 25 watt solar powered motion sensor light. And as you can see here, it's flashing. There's a little LED in there that's flashing. So I'm just going to block all the light. So right now it's too bright for the light to come on. You won't be able to see it on. But later, once I've finished installing it, you will. My next step here is to cut a pole, an aluminum pole, that's currently about 30 feet long, and I'm going to cut it in half, so the light's going to be about 15 feet up in the air, and we'll see what happens then. Okay, so here we are. This is one of the 15 watt Tenko motion sensor solar security lights that I have here, street lights, and that's the second one. So both of these currently work during the evening to light the backyard, and those are going to be replaced by one 25 watt, and then these two will be mounted around the front of the house. Okay, so here's a point worth mentioning. I was going to measure this aluminum pole that I have, and to find the middle of it so I could cut it in two to have two posts. But if you find yourself with a long pole like that, my son had a brilliant idea, and to find the middle, and basically if you just move it to the middle, then it'll balance right on the middle. And then if you cut it there, you've cut it in half. So I've already marked off where I'm going to cut it. and next thing you see, that'll be cut in half. Okay, so here we are. I have two poles of the same length, cut just with a hacksaw. Just took me about 3 or 4 minutes to cut those. And then that's what's going to be used to mount right up there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the light to the pole here before I put it up in the air. Off, showing you a little bit, and then I'll continue it off camera, so you don't have to watch that part. Okay, so those are all on now, and next what I'm going to do is screw in, or put those on each one. Okay, so that's there. And now all that remains there is for me to tighten those, which again, I'll just do that off camera, so you don't have to watch that. Okay, so I've tightened them up. I'm just going to get them a bit more with the driver here. Now, it's completely done, and in all that probably took me about, even cutting the aluminum pole and mounting the bracket here, I probably spent a total of maybe 20 minutes maximum, and then it's just a case of putting it up in the air. So again, very, very simple to mount. And the one last thing to remember when you're doing that is to make sure that it is powered on before you put it up in the air. Otherwise it won't be charging, and you'll need to take it back down. So again, just to show you, on the 25 watt Tenco LED solar powered motion sensor street light, this is the switch here, and if there's no red flashing light in here, you know it's off. And then once you put that on, hopefully on camera there you can see the red flashing light in the center. So now it's ready to put up in the air. Okay, now you can see it installed, and I just left the 15 watt Tenco solar powered motion sensor street light up there. Rather than take it down, I just have them both installed together, and I've switched off the 15 watt and we'll be using the 25 watt tonight and show you what the coverage looks like from that. Okay, finally here we are, the lights are running. Over on the right we have the 15 watts, and over here in the center we have 25 watts. Quite a bit more powerful, and both lighting the back really well. Doing a great job. Very happy with these products. They come on automatically at night when it gets dark. They go off in the morning and they stay lit all night long. Really good stuff.